Yes, all right, our dear students, welcome to revisionug.com. Under this segment, we are going to be looking at a PLE revision series, and this very segment, we are starting with PLE 2025. Yeah, PLE 2025. So, Uganda National Examinations Board Primary Living Examinations, that is PLE 2025, and is mathematics. This is what we do better. Revisionug.com. Remember, your teacher is Teacher Hakim. Always, when you're writing a mathematics paper, a full paper, it carries or it is given 2 hours and 30 minutes, meaning that you have enough time to do all the mathematics or the calculations here and there. Now, during PLE, we are given random numbers during the examination time in an examination room. So the invigilators do write that number on chalkboard. So this one shouldn't worry you. And then at school, we are given index numbers. Then index numbers, there is part of an index number which is called a personal number. Which we have to fill in here. I suppose mine is 0, 1, and 1. Then from there we have to write the candidate's name, my name or your name. So my name, suppose my name is Peter, and always when you're writing the name here, do not use non-capital letters. So my name is Peter Odong. We just put it here in full in capital. Then for the signature, we do not scribble. What we are supposed to do here, we write our name in non-capital. So this is Peter, then Odong, just like this one. District ID number, it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Therefore, after filling in that, you have to come and read the instructions. Please, candidates, kindly always once you are given an examination paper, read the instructions and see what is in the paper. Now, after reading the the instructions, let us now look at the questions. How were the questions said? I'm telling you, this paper was very, very, very easy. As you know, mathematics is just very easy to pass. It is possible. Okay, so we are going to start with the section A. Section A carries 40 marks, and answer all the questions in this section. So you shouldn't choose. There is no like I'm answering this, I'm leaving this one. You are supposed to answer all the questions. And now these questions are from number 1 to number 20, meaning that section A carries 20 numbers and each number carries 2 marks, therefore summing up to the total of 40 marks. Mathematics is very, very easy. This is revisionug.com. Okay, now let us do the mathematics. Number one, it is saying write 5, 3, 2, 6 in words. So when you look at this number 1, they are testing this number 1 right from early classes, that is from P2 up to P7. We have been writing these numbers in words. Therefore, as a good learner, you are going to arrange your work. Neatness is very paramount. So we are going to divide our counting numbers into 2 sections, unit C, and also another section for the thousands as we are counting. Then you get your ruler, you divide here, adjust neatly. Then under units, we are going to divide, we are going to give place values. Then ones, then hundreds, then tens. Then we have ones, then tens. Then we have also hundreds. Then after doing this, we are now going to divide here, and we are going to put in some segments here. We are going to give the segments. Then after putting in the segments, we are going to put in our just numbers. As we are filling in this table, we are starting from right going to the left. So we are starting from a 6, then 6 sits under here, then we have 2, then 3. Now these ones are in the section of units. Then the 5 are processed to the section of thousands. Then after doing that one, we are going to use the place values to get the values, then we write in words. Now we are going to start from a 5. So 5 is under place value of ones. So 5 times this place value, which is a 5. That is 5 times 1 is a 5. So it is 5 under which segment? 1000. Therefore, this one becomes a 5, 1000. Then after doing this one, we come to 3. 3 is under which place value? Hundreds. So to get the value of 3, this is going to be 3 times its place value. That is 3 times 100, which is going to give us 300. Very easy. Then from here, we are coming to 2. 2 times its place value. That is 2 times 10. Because the place value is tens, that is a 10. So 2 times 10, that's going to give us 20. Now this one becomes 20. Then 6 times 1, because it's under ones, then 6 times its place value, that is a 6. That is 6 times 1, it is a 6. Therefore, here we get 6. Therefore, we have finished to write our number in words. 5,326. So we have won, or we have earned 2 marks. Then from there, let us now go to number 2. Number 2 is saying that use the symbols equal, less, or greater to complete the statement. Now, as learners, we have a problem of identifying which one is greater, which one is bigger, or which one is smaller, or which one is less. So we are now going to, I'm going to give you a simple technique here. Now, when you look at this symbol, we are having side A and side B. This is side and this is left, this is right. When we are reading, we read from right going to left. Now, when you start with the small side here coming to the big side, because this mouth is very wide, it's big, and this one is very small. So we are moving from small to big. Therefore, this symbol is reading as a smaller than, or it can be read as less than. Now, same applies to this one. So this is side A, this is side B. From right reading to, from the left coming to the right. So as we are reading, we read from side A coming to B. We start with the big part coming to the small part. So this big part is bigger than this one. Therefore, this one becomes bigger than, or greater than. I think now you've now understood how fast you can identify these symbols. Therefore, a symbol here, it is less than, then this one is greater than, now this one is equal to, meaning that what is this way must be equaling, or must be the same to what is here. Now, when you look at the statement which is given here, we are given directed numbers. When I talk about directed numbers, I mean numbers that have direction, that have signs, either negative or positive, which we term as the integers. Now, they want us to identify, is negative 3 greater than positive 3? Because this minus, it is negative, this plus, it is a positive. Therefore, this is negative 3, this is positive 3. Now, to understand this one, we are going to use a simple logic here. Suppose we are having our ladder, then we are going to divide the ladder into 2 equal sides. Then this one is going to be our starting point, which is going to be 0. Now, from 0 here, I'm going to go up. Then from 0, I can either go down, or I can either go up. Now, when I'm here, I'm going up. This is 1. So when I'm going up now, this is positive, I'm increasing. Then when I come here, I go to step number 2, that is positive 2. Then I come here, this is positive 3. Now when I'm at 0, then going down, I'm reducing. Then I'm climbing down, I'm going down. So I'm using negative. Now this is negative 1. And when again I go down again on the next step, then I'm down on second step, that is negative 2, then down negative 3. And then when we are comparing now, suppose if someone is here and another one is here, who is above? So meaning that this one is above, then this one is low, meaning that this one is higher. This one who is at step 3 positive is higher than this one who is at negative step 3 is now down, meaning that this one is higher than this. Therefore, this negative 3, this person is lower than this person who is here. So I think that is a simple analogy we can use to identify which one is bigger, which one is smaller. Therefore, when we come to this one, when we want now to know negative 3, negative 3 and negative 3 and negative 3 and positive 3, which one is bigger or which one is smaller? So when we are comparing, we are going to say that this negative 3 is smaller than positive 3. Therefore, we are going to use our symbol as less than. So we are going to use this symbol here. So we are going to write and say negative 3 is less than positive what? A positive 3. All right, so let us keep on rolling. Number 3. Number 3 is saying we have to shade. We have been doing fractions right from P1. I think this is it started from P1, P2, P3, P4, all classes we have been doing number fractions, and this is very easy. So they're telling us to shade a quarter of the diagram below. Then our diagram was divided into parts. So we have to know the parts. We have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7, part 8. Now it was divided into 8 parts. So we need to know what is a quarter of 8 parts, then we shade those ones there. So we are now going to express and say we need a quarter of the 8 what? The 8 parts. Remember, Of in mathematics means multiplication. So we remove of, we remove of, then we substitute it with the multiplication sign, then we write the word parts here, 8 parts. Then by 4, 1, how many 4s are in 8? There are 2. So 1 times 2, we are getting 2 parts. Therefore, it is very easy. We are shading 2 parts from here. So this part here, then I also shade this one. So we have shaded a quarter of the 8, or a quarter of those parts there. There were 8. So this is revision. Let us move on and see our what? Our number 4. Number 4, it is about conversion. The word is convert, and to convert means to change from one unit to the other. So this time around we are comparing grams and kilograms, meaning that from our King Heldy's daughter Mary, we need to have what we call the leading statement when we are comparing grams and kilograms, and the leading statement is the key because they have to award a mark the moment they see this one. So 1 kilogram, it is equivalent to 1000 grams. So when you look at this, now we are not changing from kilograms to grams, we are changing from grams to kilograms. Therefore, we change the leading statement, we start with grams. So meaning that whenever you get 1000 grams, you have now got 1 kilogram, 1 kg. Then how about if I have 1560 grams? What am I going to be with? I'm going to have 1560 grams out of 1000 grams. Then I multiply this by the kilogram, 1 kilogram. So a gram goes with a gram, a 0 goes with a 0. So what am I going to be having? I'm going to be having 156 out of 100 kilograms. So a 0 makes a point move inside, then this one comes here. Therefore, I'm going to have 1.56 kilograms. That is done. So what was required of you to know the leading statement when you are comparing, converting from grams to kilograms or kilograms to grams. From there, we are having our number 5. So I told you this paper was very simple. Remember, we are doing PLE 2025 section A. Now, and remember, I told you when we are doing this one, we are going to do the first 10, then we come for the next 10. Now we are given that this symbol, epsilon symbol, means universal. So the whole thing, the whole setup, the whole classroom, the members in the whole classroom, they are all here. So that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Then members in set M, they are here. Then members in group K, that is set K, they are these ones. So they are telling us to find the number of members who are not in the union set, because we have this symbol which is read as complement. Complement means members who do not belong in that given set. Therefore, let us first now draw our classroom. This body is representing our classroom with all members. Then in this classroom, the members are grouped into 2 groups here. We are having group M and group K here. So when you look at members in M, there is member A, member B, member E, member F. Then when you look at members in group K, we have member B and D. So when you look at these groups, we have some members who are common. So there is B being common, and also B is also here. Therefore, B and B, B is in both M and K. Therefore, these ones we term them as intersecting members or an intersecting member. So this one is going to be between M and K. Therefore, B is going to come here. This is the intersection. Then after removing this one who is sharing both, then A, E, and F is in M only. So it's going to be here A, E, and F. Therefore, K only, we are remaining with D. But remember, they told us that in the whole class or in the whole family, we are having very many members. So we have A already is here. We have B, we have seen him. We have C, but C is not seen anywhere. And these 2 sources is going to be here. Then we have D, we've seen him here. Then E, we've seen him here. Then F also seen here. Then G is not in these 2 parties, neither H. So these ones are here. So this is the setup of our classroom or family or the body. Therefore, we come and again answer that they are telling us that find the number of members in M union K, meaning that we have to first identify M union K. So the members in M union K, where are they? So there is A, there is B, there is E, there is F, and D. So the members who are not in M union K complement. These ones who are not here. So we have a member like G, then H and C. Then the question wants us to get the number. The question wants us to count them. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3. So they are 3. So there are 3 members, or there are 3 elements, or there are 3 letters. Therefore, we are now continuing. That was number 5. Let us come to number 6. Number 6 is telling us that find the next number in the sequence. In the sequence, meaning that these numbers are following each other. So there is a certain pattern they are following, meaning that as you are answering, for you to get the right answer, you need to know the pattern. What is the pattern the numbers are following? So now when you observe here keenly, we are going to identify that 128, then to 64, then to 32, then to 16. So when you look at this 128, it is a factor of 2. When you divide it by 2, it's going to give us a 64. Then when we get this 64 and we divide it by 2, it's going to lead us to 32. Then 32, when you divide it by 2, is going to lead us to 16. Then 16, when you divide it by 2, is going to lead us to 8. So the next number in the sequence is 8. Or if you do not do this one, if you do not do this, then it means that you can use the factorization method that from 128 divide by into 2, then this is giving us 64. Then from 64 it's giving us 32. Then from 32 it's giving us 16. Then from 16 it's giving us what? It's giving us 8. Then from 8 it's giving us a 4. From a 4 it's giving us a 2. A 2 giving us 1. Meaning that 128 it is 2 power 7. Because if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then once we come to 64, then it's going to be 2 power 6. Then when we come to 32, it's going to be 2 power 5. When we come to 16, it's going to be 2 power 4. Then when we come to 8, it's going to be 2 power 3. Therefore, you can use the power form, that is 2 power 7, 2 power 6, then 2 power 5, then 2 power 4, then 2 power 3, which is now going to be 2 power 3, which is same as 2 times 2 times 2, which is 4 times 2, which is giving us the 8 here. Good of you. I thank you. For that, thank you for keeping it revision UG. I think now you are seeing that PLE is very, very possible, and mathematics is just jolly and very easy. Okay, remember I told you we are doing 10 questions. Then in the next segment we are going to go for the next 10. So we are remaining with our 3 numbers. Now let us now look at number 7. So with number 7, the examiner said using a protractor, draw. The examiner said draw. The examiner did not say construct. The examiner said draw an angle of 85 in the space below. We started doing these angles right from primary 4. Wow, you know, I think PLE is tackling every area, P4, P3, you know, P7. Are you getting? So now with this one, I don't have the instruments. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just direct you. Get your long ruler, draw a straight line neatly, mark a midpoint, then place your protractor on this line, whereby the other 90 line, that midline, aligns with this one. Then you can use this scale from right coming to left, or from left to the right. So if you are coming from right to the left, you are using the zeros. The zero is here. You read 0, 20, 40, 50, 60. Then when you reach 80, then 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, you mark a point there. Then after marking a point, and then you join the point neatly. Then you write for us the angle here as 85 degrees. Or if now you are using the other scale, again still the same area, same criteria, drawing a line, marking a midpoint, putting a protractor. Then if you're reading from left coming to right, this way, so you are using the 0, which is here. So you read 0, 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Then you mark a still, and again you join smartly. Then you put for us 85 degrees. Well done, work well done. Just as simple as that one. All right, now this is revision UG. Remember to follow, subscribe, and wait. We have a lot more to come. Now our number 8. Number 8 is telling us round off 37,594 to the nearest thousands. So with this one, with the rounding off, there is a criteria we are following. Numbers from 0 to a 4 we are carrying a 0, and from a 5 to a 9 we are carrying a 1. We add a 1 to the next number which is given there. So when you look at this number, we are going to divide it into units. We are having the units, the section under units, then we are going to have the section under the thousands here. Then under units we are going to have 4, 9, 5. Then thousands we are having 7 and 3. So when you look at these two numbers, which one is nearer to the thousands? It is a 5. Therefore this 5 is our required place value. So from here it is greater than 4, therefore it's going to shift, or it's going to carry a 1 to a 7. Then we add it there, we are going to form a new number. Then our new number is going to be this is 8, 3. Then all these ones, after carrying a 1 to this, all these numbers in units die to zeros. Therefore our final answer is going to be 37594 is approximately equal to 38,000. Right, now let us come to number 9. I think, can you believe that this was PLE? Yeah, it was PLE, just very easy. Number 9. With number 9, they are telling us that there were 60,625 people who attended a football match. So there was a match organized, and then 6,625 people attended. Then out of these people who attended there, 5,879 were adults, big people, mothers, judges, uncles. Then the rest, because the total has to be 600, but we are seeing this one 500 plus some numbers, so it's not reaching up to 600, the very number given here, meaning that the remaining, it is for the children. Catch the number of children. I think this is P4 work, right? If not P3. Okay, now I think you've got to know what we are going to be doing to get the number of children. So first of all, the total here, the total, it is 6,625. Then the number of adults here, the adults are 5,879. 879. Then we want to get the children. So the children, it is the rest. We need to get this rest. Now what we are going to do, we are going to get the total number of people who attended minus the number of the adults there. So this is going to be 6,625. Take away 5,879. We are now subtracting. Therefore, 5 take away 9, this is small, so we regroup here, we bring a 10 to make this one 15. So 15 take away 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is a 60 here. Then we remain with a 1, so 1 take away 7 is small. Then we regroup, we remain with 5 groups of 10. Then we bring a 10 here to make this one 11. 11 take away 7, that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, it is a 4. Then 5 take away 8 is small, we regroup, we remain with 5. Then we bring a 10 to become 15. 15 take away 8, that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, it is a 7. Therefore if it is a 7, the number of children, therefore the number of the children was 746. Wow. Now let us go to our last number in this first segment of PLE, and this is number 10. So our number 10, this is number 10, and it is saying work out 25 times 26 in a bracket plus 24 times 25. Therefore when you look at this one, it is taking us to what we call the distributive property. Now distributive property means that there are numbers that are distributed in all the brackets, so we have to identify that number which is common to all brackets. When I look at this one, it is 25 and 25 here, so I pull out 25, then I open my bracket. So in this bracket I've remained with the 26, then my addition here, then I pull out the 24 which remained there, meaning that this multiplication and this multiplication, it is now outside the bracket here. Therefore I'm going to add 25, then 26 plus 24, then this is 26 plus 24, this is 10, it is giving us a 50. Therefore 25 times 50. We are now going to multiply 25 by 5 by 50, but I'm going to first keep my 0 somewhere here. Then 5 times 5, this is 25. I write 5, I take a 2. Then 5 times 2 2, that is 10 plus 2, that is 12. We bring our zero here, therefore we get our answer as 1250. Therefore, my dear learner, you've been a wonderful learner. This is revisionug.com. In the next segment, we are going to keep on to add on from where we've ended, that is from number 11. Keep it, revisionug.com. Your teacher as usual is Teacher Hakim.